Hello, Gravy. Blech. How are you all doing on this wonderful afternoon? Hope you've had a great day. I'm being held hostage. And today we're doing something unthinkable. You see, a lot of people have been saying that I need to do Siberian Tiger again, even though I already did it. And technically, I do need to complete it for getting all the achievements, which we are currently 91 out of 171. But the thing is, when I've already shown it, I didn't plan on doing it again for the simple reason you already saw how I did it. But here, I think there's a way to get it even easier and cheesier. And I'm sure a lot of people already know about this strat, and if they don't know, there's definitely a version of it out there somewhere, but I'm gonna give it a go today and show you how to do this properly. Also, I'm not claiming credit for this if it's already been done, but if it hasn't already been done, then I invented it. I haven't bothered doing any research for this. I'm just gonna give it a go. Okay, so it's nothing too secret. We already did this strat before as Finland, but I want to know if it's possible to do it as Tanatuva. It's gonna be a lot harder. We have a much smaller industrial base and manpower pool to pull from to actually get this done. Yes, if you're new to the channel and you haven't watched the previous video of me attempting this challenge, it's the Siberian Tiger, where you need to form Siberia as Tanatuva. Infamously a bit difficult. And if you don't know what Tanatuva is, Tana what now? So, first things first, to us accomplishing this very hard achievement is we're gonna need a lot of factories, because we will need to go ahead and get a collaboration government on the Soviets, which we can't do right now because we have one civilian factory. Yeah, we're truly a beast over here. Hey, okay, you know, Siberian Tiger's just taking a nap right now. He'll wake up at some point, hopefully. Thankfully, everything that we need is going to be locked away in our little focus over here, as we can get a whole bunch of civilian factories that should get us up enough to get going. We can also get some armament factories too, which we will need to build guns and support equipment to do the collaboration government. Okay, obviously Tanatuva is infamously known to be the manpower capital of the East, as you can see. But if we go to ideological loyalty, we can just top up a bit of that manpower, because we don't need it, but you know, you can never say no to more manpower. So if you've watched the Finland video, you kind of should know where this is going. We're just going to get a whole bunch of cavalry units and spam them out, and they're going to have nothing but one little horsey in them, and that will bring down the entire Soviet Union, apparently. Okay, so we finally got up to our 5 civilian factories from our focus tree and building one on our own, and now we're going to get our spy network going in the Soviets, get a collab on them, and hopefully have this thing done by at least 1940. Hopefully. Thank you, please. Obviously, for us to do this, we're going to have to leave the Soviets faction and then get military access, which it looks like we can do very easy. Okay, so we need to get up to 3 of these bad boys so that we can actually get our collabs going. No problem. And then once this guy gets up to like 60%, we're going to put him on quiet intel network so he doesn't get found out. And then from my one test of doing this, I'm going to need to get a collab of at least like 75%, I think. So we either need to get lucky with getting a 45% or do 3 of them, which that would not be fun at all. Right, so he's up high enough now that we're just going to put him on quiet intel so he doesn't get found out, and get our collab governments going. Now, again, we really need to get lucky with getting a 45% here, but we definitely won't. And now, obviously, because we do not have like any civilians, it takes so long for us to get going actually making these collabs that we really gotta hope we get lucky with one of them. Hey, now, you've seen what we do with these 101 cavalry divisions before, and it's going to be exactly the same and just as tedious as clicking every single Soviet province as before. Thankfully, no one in the entire Soviet Union in every major city will question why there are just like 500 Tanatuvan guys on horses just hanging around. Alright, so the seeds have been planted. It says we need 153 to really garrison every VP, but I think when I tested, I got it with like 120, so we'll try we'll try and get the number up a little bit. Our first collab is done, and it netted us a 30, which isn't great. But hopefully the second one we get a 45, and that's going to take me 258 days. Okay, so now that it's 200 days away, plus the 90s it'll take to get it done, I'm going to preemptively get a justification on the Mongolians, assuming that I get a 45%. If not, we may have to test it with a 60% where this could fail, and then I'll have to restart. That is not the 45% I wanted. Okay, now we could be sure and wait a entire more year, but then the Germans are probably gonna be in the war. So I'm gonna risk it, and if this doesn't work, I'll try again, because I know it can work. Yeah, so we got a collab of 60% on them, which might be good enough, but I'm not too sure, combined with the fact that we don't really have that many units, especially to cover the whole area, but we're gonna give it a go. So yes, next step of the plan, declare war on Mongolia. The Soviets should go about joining the war. We're taking over their country secretly, and we've got them down 65%, but you give it a little bit to tick over, and yeah, 88%. Yeah, I think definitely for us to do this, we need to get the 75% collab on them, or else it just does not work. Hell, even 100% maybe, but it definitely can work. Okay, round 2. Okay. This time, we got very lucky, and we got up to 75%, which should be enough, I'm hoping. So we could go ahead and test out the weapon right now and just go for a 75% one, but I'm pretty close to already getting another one on them, so just to be sure, we're gonna wait until we get another collab, which shouldn't take too long. Okay, so we get the last collab in 76 days, and we get our war goal in just under 60, so this should be more than enough. Hopefully the Germans don't go in. Oh, wait, did we just get... Okay, so we got it in the end. We are now at 100% collab. This has to be it. There is no way this doesn't work. Okay, we're giving it a go. Come on, you can do it. The big part is we definitely have to get to Leningrad. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this, but we'll give it a shot. Doesn't even matter. It does not even matter. Got him! Now, I'm just gonna give myself a little pat on the back for that one. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now, let's go ahead and click the button, form the Siberian state. And that... achievement unlocked. It's beautiful, but even more so, we can make ourselves more powerful by first integrating all of this stuff and then clicking Unite the Turks. There you go. Oh my god, we've got 6 million manpower. Alright, so the question is, as the Republic of Turkic Peoples, what exactly can you get done now? I mean, I don't think I was intending to really play on, but I kind of feel like I wanna now. I mean, this is a really horrible way to like come into a nation at this point. Obviously, I have like no tech, and oh, I just realized these guys all have medals to part in the siege of Stalingrad. Is it really a siege if you were just there? Let's be real, you just... he just walked in. It does pose the question, though, of can I make this nation viable? I don't think the Germans are going to declare war on me, but at the same time, they might. I'm not too sure. I don't think they will, though. Imagine, like, Germany right now is currently planning to invade the Soviets. I'm sure they haven't got news that the Soviets no longer exist. Oh, mein Führer, good morning. So something may have happened. Oh god, wait, my capital is still all the way over here. That is not too good for capital supply. Oh, sorry, scratch that. There just straight up is no capital supply. There's no railway. Yeah, gonna have to put all those Soviet factories to use and fix the supply issues that I can already foresee happening. Yeah, also everyone's just embargoing me. I guess it kind of makes sense. I did just usurp an entire nation and they're scared of the power of the Turkic peoples of Tanatuva. No, actually, we're gonna go for a bit of a government change just because I want to see what our name's gonna be. So how do I make this nation viable? I have no planes. I don't even know what artillery is yet, and there's definitely no tanks, so, yeah. Sorry, yeah, more importantly, we haven't even researched the trains, so if we were to run out of trains, which hopefully we shouldn't because of the Soviets ones we got, that'd be really bad. Absolute worst part is we can't even get a 5th research slot because it's locked over here behind being at war and being in a faction. So we're so far behind. actually, what I could do pretty easily, because we do have the vanilla, normal, basic, default focus tree, is get some really good fighters, because we do get ourselves some really good bonuses for them, and we also get some really good bonuses for nuclear bombs. I mean, advanced fighters in 70 days, 2 years ahead of time, don't mind if I do. Okay, so we're going from the Republic of Turkic Peoples to the Turkic Empire. I like it. Not too sure what that's supposed to be though. But I'll take it. Oh damn. Okay. Our leader is absolutely based. Weekly stability, political gain, and a consumer Song go-to, you god! Did get rid of half of my compliance on the Soviets, but I'm not too fussed because that is just a cool name. Ooh, run into a bit of problem with the whole plane idea. Yeah, no one's gonna sell me rubber unless the Japanese manage to take out British Malaya anytime soon, which would be handy. It's just another thing I have to add to my endless things to research with very limited slots. You know, I said about the whole train situation? Well, yeah, we're already missing quite a few trains. We need so many. It's 1945. We're still nowhere near ready to like join the war at this stage, but looks like the Allies are doing something though. So soon, TM. I'm so scared to join this war. You know how like cars have crumple zones to protect the driver? Well, my entire country is a crumple zone, and while the Axis aren't doing too well everywhere, there is a lot of German troops on my border, and I have looked though, they don't have a lot of planes, which is what really helped them push, so I think we could join. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer, not too long though. Oh yeah, I also just realized that the China-Japan war is still going on too, because I was thinking about joining their faction so that I could get that last research slot, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. But shout out to the Japanese for finally taking out British Malaya when I no longer need the rubber. Just kind of gonna hope the Germans don't naval invade me, because they easily, very easily could, especially over here in the Black Sea too, because I don't have a navy. Obviously, it's something I did want to build, but a few other things were more important. Too long, people have been asking. Tanner who? Well, how about I tell you with a declaration of war? It's always Tanner who, never Tanner how. Okay, yep, so immediately that is what I was kind of expecting to happen. I can get a research slot. Okay, Churchill, you can not kick me out before I get this done. They wrote books about it. Legends, myths. The 5th research slot of the Turkic Empire. I just cannot believe this day has finally come when I actually don't really have much to research anymore. So yeah, I don't think the Germans are really gonna get any further than this, and well, at least you waited until I got my research slot UK. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna get any further than this. They did have a bunch of planes, but they're all gone now, which is a big reason. So we do have air supremacy, and if I had CAS, I could probably push them back right now, but yeah, don't have any. Okay, boys. The Turkic pushback. Don't look that up on Urban Dictionary. As you can tell from the German units, they are not looking too healthy. And I think if I actually had some CAS, I could probably just frontline them and end this war immediately. But, yeah, don't have any. Oh, yeah, I also have nuclear bombs, but I've been putting off using them. Just because, you know, been using a lot of nuclear bombs recently, and I want to beat the Germans without them. Yeah, also, just look at what's happening on the Romanian front there. No railway connection, by any chance? Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly do a little bit of a meme here. That was just for free, really. Yeah, I think we've done enough stalling for now. The Germans aren't looking too great, and I do have some CAS, so I think it's time to just start pushing. I know I could probably just frontline, like I said, but I'm enjoying getting these huge encirclements with my tanks. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro, UK. You give me some mixed signals on whether or not you like me. Just realized a mistake. I've just birthed Poland back into the world. Yeah, that means when the Allies eventually kick me back out the faction, my front line's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Whatever, I'm having too much fun just endlessly encircling the Germans to care. Yep, just got kicked out. There goes the army returning home. I guess I could have just gone access through Poland, but out of spite, I'm just gonna carry on the offensive into Hungary. Don't judge me for this one. but I'm pushing through mountains, so I think this is acceptable. Oh, yeah, well, they capitulate to the UK there, Romania. That's great. That's fun. Can't have anything in the Turkic Empire. Germany capitulated, and it didn't capitulate to me. Oh, last person we need is the Bulgarians. That's fun. Up before I get a few stragglers, if you know what I mean. Oh, and, yep, that is all she wrote. Question is, can I get the achievement where we demilitarize the Rhineland from the Germans? I mean, I'm not too sure if I can, but I'll give it a go and see what happens. Hey, okay, there you go. This time actually worked. We've got ourselves a demilitarized German Reich just in the Rhineland. But you know what? That was a very fun little game. I definitely didn't expect this much from the Turkic Empire. Actually, you know, I'm pretty close to getting this achievement right here, because technically a unit that I promoted was this general right here, and he is almost level 7, so I think we're not done yet. Okay, it's a little bit awkward, Japan, but that's not going to happen today. Japan does not have a lot of units on the front line here, and the best way for us to level up this general is just to get encirclements and then kill all the units within it. Capitulated and kicked them out of China now, and they have got me up to 82% of the way there. That should be no problem. I just pushed all my way through Korea there, and that did not get me a lot. Yeah, that got me up to 89%. There was like no troops, so we're actually gonna have to land in Japan and hope they got more, because they don't have more. I can't get a naval invasion off on Japan as I don't have supremacy, so I'm just control clicking this unit. It is actually getting me quite a bit of experience. I'm up to 92%, 8% more. I just landed. There is no way Japan has enough troops for me to get this final few percentage. What do I need? I need 3%. Surely there is enough right here to get it done. I'm at 99. Oh, I just realized I read it wrong. It needs to be more than 8. We're not stopping. I actually realized it was more than 8 a while ago, and let's just say I'm not done here, because there is one more faction in the game that's not the Allies, and that's the Chinese United Front, and I think this should be enough. So yeah, I preemptively built a massive supply network all the way across this front here, and I'm hoping there is enough here. Communist China has a lot of troops, and I'm not too far off. I think I'm already up 6% from the final of Japan there, so we can do it. And if that doesn't do it, I guess I'm going to war with the Allies. Guangxi clique was the only major in the war. The Allies just capitulated. Okay, we only got up to 9% with like the 4 units we killed. I don't know how we can do this. Okay, there is one country we could invade that the Allies can't mess with. Spain. Okay, Spain, you are the last hope. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go to war with the Allies. So took it, no problem whatsoever. That cloud was just the vapor celebration. I didn't even realize I was getting that. I had to kill literally every single Spanish unit, by the way, to do that. Thankfully, they had quite a lot. Okay, for a second there, I thought I'd actually have to go to war with the Allies. It's 1955. That would not have been fun. But yeah, anyway, I was just waiting for the Spanish units to pop out, and then I just control click them. And it's been a while. But yeah, I am done endlessly grinding generals. And the worst part is I have to do that again for China. That'll be fun. Sure can't wait to do that. But anyway, that was the Turkic Empire, Tanatuva, Siberian Tiger, and the Rhineland one, and now the Commander one. Wow, we got 3 achievements in one video. We're so cool. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Goodbye.